Welcome to this 12-minute upper body and core Pilates workout. In this workout, we will be working on mobilizing your spine, reversing the effects of a desk job, and building a strong center. Let's begin by standing at the edge of our mat. Make sure you take a moment to check in with your alignment here, so make sure that your ribs is stacked on top of your hips and you're elongating through the spine. Breathe in to prepare, and then as you breathe out, tuck your chin down towards your chest and start rolling through the spine all the way down towards the ground. Imagine you're like an ice cream melting down, so you want to be rolling over vertebra by vertebra. Take a nice deep breath at the bottom, and then as you breathe out again, pull up through your belly button to stack your spine all the way back up. On your third rep, as you get to the bottom of that roll down, you're going to bend your knees and slowly make your way over into a tabletop position. Take a moment here to again check in with your alignment. So take a couple of those pelvic tilts just to try and find that neutral pelvis somewhere in the middle. Once you're happy with your positioning, tuck your toes under, and then by pulling up through the belly button, lift your knees just an inch off the ground. We'll go for 10 reps of these. So we're just beginning to warm up and really engage those transverse abdominal muscles. And we're going for 4 and 3, 2, and last one. Lovely. Pop your knees back down and untuck your toes. Moving on to our swimmers in all fours, you're going to stay in this position, and then on your breath out, you're going to extend opposite arm and leg up towards the ceiling. Make sure that as you lift, you're keeping that rib to hip connection, so your core stays nice and engaged and you maintain that elongated spine. And again, we're doing 10 alternating reps in this position. Keep connecting your breath to the movement, so breathing in as you lower and breathe out as you lift. You've got 2 more reps like this, and then we're going to add a little shift at the top. So as you lift your arm and leg up and away, you're going to shift ever so slightly outwards and then bring it back in. Alternating for 10 reps like this is just going to challenge your stability a little bit more. So really focus on pulling up through that belly button. We're almost done here, you've got 4 more reps. Last one here. And breathe out as you come back down, and then pushing your hips back onto your heels, walk your hands forward into a well-deserved child stretch. Take a couple of deep breaths here, really releasing into the stretch, and then when you're ready, slowly roll yourself back up and then make your way over to the other edge of the mat into a seated position. We're going to move into our spine twist, so find a comfortable seated position, whether that's legs out in front of you or legs crossed, is completely up to you. Make sure both sit bones are on the floor, and then bring your hands into prayer to prepare. As you breathe out, you're going to begin to twist your spine to one side. Breathe in as you reach your limit, and then breathe out to come back into center. Remember, this movement is coming from the spine rotation, so we're trying not to move our hips or from our shoulders, so this will be a very small movement. If you are struggling to stay connected, you can bring your finger under your chin as a guide to make sure that you're not twisting from your shoulders. If you're finding this fairly easy, you can bring your arms out to the side just as an extra bit of challenge. We have 3 more reps like this before we add on. Once you finish this last one, you're going to bring your legs out in front of you, and then we're going to go into our full roll-ups. Breathe in at the top. As you roll down, you're going to breathe out. Breathe in as you bring your hands overhead at the bottom, and then breathe out to roll yourself back up. At the top of that rep, you're then going to go into your spine twist to one side, and then go back into your roll-up. So each time you get to the top, you're going to be alternating which side you do your spine twist to. As you come down into your roll up, imagine that you've got a string attached to your belly button and someone is pulling it out the back of your back to pull you down to the mat. Keep connecting with your breath. You've got 6 reps here. So breathing in at the top, breathe out to come down. Breathe in as you lift your arms overhead, breathe out to come back up. Breathe in to prepare, and then breathe out, twist. Breathe in, come back into the middle. On your next twist, you're going to stay facing this side, perform a half roll up, come back up, still maintaining that twist, come back through the middle, and then go for a normal roll up in the middle. Repeat to the other side. You've got last 6 reps here. After this last one, roll yourself all the way down to the mat and then roll to the side to come into a side plank. We're going to go into our mermaid bend to work on those obliques and shoulder stability. Make sure your elbow is directly under your shoulder and your bottom leg is bent. Breathe in to prepare, and then as you breathe out, you're going to lift your arm up and extend it all the way over your head. So you're lifting up through that bottom oblique to lift your hips up off the mat. Keep your top leg extended. We've got 10 reps here. And 3, and 2, and last one. If that feels challenging enough for today, you can stay there. If you want an extra bit of challenge, extend that bottom leg to meet your top leg. We're going to go for the same movement, this time in a full side plank. Keep your pelvis tucked and your belly button pulled in, and use that breath to help you here. So breathe in as you lower, and then breathe out as you lift. You should be really feeling this by now. We've got 4 more. We're almost done with this side. On this next one, as you lift, you're going to stay in that side plank, twist under, so reach your arm through, come back up into the middle, and then lower your hips back down. You've got 6 reps like this. I know you're feeling it by now, but keep pushing. You've got 2 more. And 1 more. And lovely. Come down into your mermaid stretch. Well done, you deserve this. Take a second, and then we're going to do the same thing all over on the other side. So coming into that half side plank position with your bottom leg bent, we've got 10 reps here. And 10. And 9. 8, keep lifting through that bottom oblique. 7, 6, 5, good, 4, got 3 more reps, 2 more, lovely, and last one. Extend that bottom leg to meet your top leg and go in again for another 10 reps. You've got 3 more reps and then we're going into our side plank rotations. We've almost finished this side plank section. And we rotate for 6. And 5. 4. 3. Last 2 reps. I know those shoulders are burning. 1 more. You've got this. Well done. Pushing back into that mermaid stretch on the other side. Take some nice deep breaths here. We've just got 1 more section to go, so gently push yourself out of that stretch and then bring yourself into laying on your front. Bring your hands out to the side so your hands are just a little bit in front of your shoulders. Make sure you're pulling up through your belly button, so imagine there's an ice cube under your belly button and squeeze your glutes together. Breathe in to prepare, and then as you breathe out, think about lifting away from the crown of your head and then up, so that you're not putting too much pressure into your lower back. Again, this won't be a big movement, so really focus on controlling the way up and the way down. You've got 4 more reps. After this next one, bring your hands to your forehead, and then you're going to repeat the same movement, but this time without the support of your hands. So you'll find that you have to really pull up through that core even more this time and squeeze your glutes to support your back. This is a tough one, so if you are struggling, you can go back to having your hands by your side, or just take this at your own pace. We're aiming for 10 reps. You've got 2 more like this, and then we've just got 1 more exercise to finish off the session today. As you lower back down, extend your hands above your head, and then you're going to lift up opposite arm and opposite leg. So we're going to do swimmers in prone position. We've just got 20 reps here, alternating, keeping that also nice and steady. Well done. Bring your hands back towards your chest and then pushing up. Leave your hips down towards the mat just to give those abdominals a nice stretch. And then when you're ready, push your hips back to sit back into that child's pose. Slowly bring yourself out of that stretch and then make your way towards seated position with your legs crossed in front of you. We're just going to do some side bends. So breathe in to lift your arms up and then breathe out as you bend over to one side. Just got 1 more to each side. And let's finish off today's class with 3 nice deep breaths, bringing your hands up towards the ceiling and then coming through heart center each time. Thank you so much for taking the time to take class with me today. If you've enjoyed this, please like and subscribe for more weekly Pilates videos.